everyone, and welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be working on this little section here. I spoke about this in my last video where I had this little section and I didn't know what to do with it. But first, I want to show you my entrance. I changed the fountain to this one. Not sure if I'm going to keep this one or not. I might switch it back to the fountain that I originally had. But you guys let me know in the comments which one you prefer. How cute are these vines, you guys? Like, this was the best addition to the game. Like, now my cliffs don't look bare. I put these on like every cliff. So now let's get into the build. There's one item that inspired this whole build, which is the glowing moss pond. When I saw that item, I had to get it. I literally tried to get this DIY, but I could not find it anywhere on the Cabin Islands. I couldn't find it on the DLC island. So I went on the one place where I knew we'll have it, which was Nookazon. I literally overpaid for this. I think I gave the person like 120 Nook Mile tickets for this, but that's okay. I saw this going for like 500 Nook Mile tickets and I was like, that's insane. It's a little excessive. I was so excited. I was like, I'm about to have my little fairy section. My island is about to have like a whole glow up. But when I saw that item and the ruins DIY items, I quickly thought of like a fairy ruins section. Then I thought like, let's make it floating, like this section like levitate. So now I'm going to place the pond here, but I'm going to add a path underneath to make it look a little bit better, but don't judge me, okay? I ran out of design space and I really wanted the design so bad. So I thought I'm just going to place this underneath the pond. Like, no one's gonna see like the middle parts. I'll just like disguise it with the other parts of that path. Like, no one's gonna know, right? They're not gonna know. I filled in the middle parts with random pieces of the path. It doesn't even matter which one you go with because no one will see it. I'm adding this flat garden rock to add to that forest ruins kind of vibe. Then I'm going to add the ruins pillars, which look amazing, by the way. This item immediately screamed Zelda Breath of the Wild, if you know that game. When I saw it, I was like, I have to put this in my island. Plus, I love that game, by the way. I play it like all the time. Now I'm adding my favorite material item in this game, which are these vines, which makes the builds like 100 times better. I'm adding some of the moss here. I saw how it looked on the DLC island and I just love how it looked there, so I just copied that idea and put it here. I'm adding some butterfly models. I absolutely love adding butterfly models because if you have a fairycore island, like the butterflies kind of like act as like these fairies just like flying around. For people with like the fairycore island theme, my favorite butterfly models are the Agrias butterfly, Emperor butterfly, and the Great Purple Emperor butterfly, which is a mouthful to say. I love the colors on the butterflies and they fit so well with the fairycore theme. Now I'm using the waterscaping tool to carve out the floating part. I decided to not completely make this float because I have like a section connecting to it just in case, like if one of my villagers want to come over and sit down, just because they can't like hop over water. So I wanted to make it easier for them because I love them. I'm just like trying to figure out which moss I prefer. If you didn't know, like every time you plant like a weed, or here in this case a moss, there's different patterns. Then I decided to add this small mushroom platform just to give it that fairycore aspect. Then over here I decided to add this vine bench so that you can sit here and take a picture. I absolutely love this vine bench. It fits with the area so well. Then I decided to add this fairy circle with this hyacinth lamp just to give it more of a magical touch to the area. I felt like this mushroom platform needed something on top. I added this star clock, and for the start of the show I added the glowing moss pond. Look how beautiful it looks. Like, hands down my favorite item in the game. Now I'm just going to finish the build by connecting the water together. So behind this, I'm going to extend this and create a river. And then behind the resident services, I will most likely make a post office, but make it like a fairy cottagecore post office. I already have something in mind, but for the next video, I'm going to actually decorate and build Blue Bear's house. I just added this bush here because I felt like it looked a little lonely on this side. And yeah, I'm done with the build. This was such a fun and quick build to make. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Here is how the build ended up looking. This came out so good. I know I say that about like every build that I make, but honestly, this is probably for now like one of my favorite sections on this island. It is so small, yet it says a lot. And I had so much fun building this. Like honestly, all of the custom designs just like flow together so nicely. And then you could come up over here and sit right on this vine bench and take a picture. Here is how it looks at night. I decided to show you guys how it looks at night, and let me tell you, this glowing moss pond looks even more beautiful at night, especially with the Nova light and the star clock. Plus the moss that we planted glows at night, which makes it even more magical. And I decided to show you guys how it looks from the top view. As you can see, you can't even tell that we didn't add the middle parts of the path. So if you ran out of space but you want to add a path, you should definitely try this trick. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. I love you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video.